look at Colin Kaepernick, the player, he can flat out play.
Kaepernick takes, he's going to run to the 10, to the 5, he's in! The 49ers have the lead!
I spoke to Kaepernick, and what he said was just he was training every day. He says he's in the best shape of his life. He loves football. He wants to play. Certainly looks like he deserves a hell of a lot better than what he's getting from the league.
And with more, Jeremy Fowler, Herm Edwards join us. Real quick before we get to Colin, what'd you drive to rookie camp? You remember?
I didn't have a car. I didn't buy a new car until my 4th year in the league.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay.
I put my money away.
All right.
I didn't buy a car.
10 speeds, baby.
Away.
10 speeds.
Put it away.
Oh, man.
Save it.
There is a USA Today report that 3 teams have contacted one of Colin Kaepernick's advisors since the free agency period opened in March. Jeremy, what's the latest on this situation?
Well, I wouldn't be surprised, but when I call around to people in front offices, I've talked to several teams, nobody that I've talked to is remotely interested in signing Colin Kaepernick. I mean, the draft is over, free agency is flailing, but a couple people have brought up an interesting point. They're open to this idea. How about Seattle? They say the Seahawks would be the perfect landing spot at this point, post-draft, for Kaepernick to fly into for a few reasons. He's familiar with the NFC West. Russell Wilson, they know how to adapt to a running quarterback with that kind of skill set. Offensive coordinator Darrell Bevell could get creative in that way. And then you talk about distractions. You know, we use that blanket term. Well, look at the Seahawks locker room. I mean, distractions are a way of life there. You know, they just have a lot of strong-willed personalities. So there'd be a lot of public discourse in that locker room where they could get together, and it'd be the perfect spot for him.
What do you think about that, Herm? Seattle
would be a landing spot. I would think the Ravens as well. When you think about his brother coaches the Ravens, Coach Harbaugh obviously is in Michigan now, but they have a relationship. They're brothers. They know the ins and outs of it. Arizona, Bruce Arians, I know Bruce personally. Carson Palmer's 37 years old. I mean, the Minnesota Vikings.
We don't know. Just got Blaine Gabbert.
We don't know if Teddy Bridgewater's coming back or not. Right? And they have a quarterback there right now that he's okay, but he's not the future. So I think there's a couple spots. But when you look at Colin Kaepernick, you have to ask yourself this question: it's not so much does the coach want him or the GM wants him, does the owner want him? And that's where the conversation goes. This is not just a done deal. Hey, we want to sign this guy. You're going to have a conversation with the owner as well.
Can he still help an NFL team from what you saw from him last season?
He can. I mean, now you got to know who he is. Look, he's a dynamic player when he has parts around him. Mm-hmm. When he has to do it by himself, he can't carry a team. The average passing percentage in the National Football League is 63%. He's a 60% passer. That's what he is. 85 touchdowns, 51 turnovers. That's his career. Okay, now when he was rolling with San Francisco, think about who he had. Had an outstanding defense, big time running game, and so they had an offense that was really they massaged to his skill set. You got to be able to do that with him now. He's not one of those guys going to sit in the pocket, give you 3-step, 5-step. He's not that kind of guy. You've got to move him around some, so you have to have flexibility in your offense if he's going to play for you.
If you're still coaching, would you feel comfortable going up to your owner and say, we can use this guy, let's do it?
I'd have no problem doing that. I think, he came out and made a stand. He was the voice of the voiceless, obviously, for social change. He got the conversation going, which a conversation was needed, by the way. How he went about doing it, I think I didn't like that so much. I think his error was this. He should have announced what he was doing before he did it. He kind of got it backwards. And if you do it that way, then you have a chance of obviously speaking why you're protesting and what you're protesting about rather than, looking at the flag and not standing up for the flag.